my dear students, welcome to Teachers Daily. This is our third question. So what is the minimum resistance which can be made using 5 resistors each of 1 by 5 ohm? So here let's see what is the clue. So here you can see 5 resistors. So first we can write number of resistors is equal to number of resistors is equal to 5 resistors. What is the minimum resistance which can be made? So we have to find now resistance of each resistors, that is given already 1 by 5 ohm. Minimum resistance which can be made using 5 resistors. So resistance of each resistors is equal to 1 by 5 ohm. Equivalent resistance is maximum in when these resistors are connected in series. So correspondingly minimum resistance, so equivalent resistance is minimum which are connected in parallel condition. So don't forget maximum in which condition? Series, and minimum in parallel. So don't confuse, this is very important. So maximum when the resistors are connected in series, so you know that resistance will become maximum. So now we can write what is the formula for parallel. So you know that 1 by, so here 1 by resistance in parallel. So that is the formula. So 1 by, so here how many resistors? 5 resistors. So we can write 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 and 1 by R4 and 1 by R5. So now we can draw the diagram. So now we can draw, let's see. So this is the diagram. So now we can mark. So this is 1 by 5 ohm. So this is 1 by 5 ohm. So here you can see all these resistors are arranged in parallel. Now we can solve our question. So what is the formula here? 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R4 plus 1 by R5. So 1 divided by 1 by 5 plus 1 divided by 1 by 5. You can write, look, 1 divided by 1 by 5 is actually what? 1 into, so for division you have to take the reciprocal. So you know that what is 5. So this you know that what is the answer here? 5. So 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 5, 15, 20 and 25 ohm. So here how you understood how you are solving this question. So don't confuse 1 divided by 1 by 5. So don't simply write 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5. This because formula is 1 divided by R1. So what is R1 here? 1 by 5. So 1 divided by 1 by 5, how you can solve? 1 divided by 1 by 5. So 1 into, when you take the reciprocal, it will become 5 by 1. So 5. What is the answer we got? 25 ohm. Actually, it's not finished because our formula is what? So our formula is equal to 1 divided by resistors in parallel is equal to 25. So what we have to find? Resistors in parallel. So you can do cross multiplication. 25 into resistance in parallel is equal to 1. So resistors in parallel is equal to 1 divided by 25 ohm. So you can see which option? Option B is your answer. Now we can do the fourth question. A cylindrical conductor of length L and uniform area of cross section A has resistance R. Another conductor of length 2L and resistance R of the same material has area of cross section. There are 3 options: A by 2, 3A by 2, 2A and 3A. So here you know that in resistivity you know that length is directly proportional to the, which one? Length is directly proportional to the resistance, and area of cross section is inversely, so resistance is inversely proportional to the area of cross section, or we can say area of cross section is inversely proportional to the resistance. So first we can write what it is given in the first. So a cylindrical conductor of length L, so we can write length is equal to L, and uniform area of cross section A. So area of cross section, is equal to A, and resistance is equal to R. So we got length is equal to L, area of cross section is A, and resistance is R. Finally resistivity is rho. So from this you can write rho is equal to R A by L. So from this you can find resistance is equal to rho L by A. So now we can find, so he got, then area of cross section what will become? So we have to find the area of cross section, right? So it will become rho L by R. So we found the value for area of cross section in first case. So now we can do the second case. I hope you understood. So this is the normal pattern. So here this is just a derivation of resistivity, and from resistivity we are finding resistance. That's it. So here you can see what length is L, area of cross section A, resistance R. So we know that resistivity is rho. So formula for rho is RA by L. So from this you know that R is equal to rho L by A. So now we can find the second case, that is our new conductor. So here this is the conductor. So the first, this is the old one. Now we are going to find the new conductor. So here what it is given, another conductor of the length. So length is equal to 2L. So here I wrote length is equal to 2L, resistance is equal to R, and same material. So same material only, no change. So we can write what, area of cross section is equal to A. So first we can write the formula for rho. You know that RA by L. So from this we can write formula for resistance, that is rho L by A. So now we can write what is L here. So here you can see R is equal to rho into 2L by A. So here when you are doing cross multiplication, you can see RA is equal to rho into 2L. So what we have to find, area of cross section is equal to rho into 2L by R. So here I am just arranging this one. So I am taking 2 rho L by R in the inside the bracket. So here actually rho L by R is what, here you can see rho L by R is equal to. So what is the formula for area of cross section? You can see rho L by R. So rho L by R, here we can see instead of rho L by R we can write area of cross section. So what is the answer here? 2A. So your option is C. So very easy first, but you have to learn the formula for resistivity properly, then only you can do this one. So a cylindrical conductor of length L, so that we did already, and uniform area of cross section A, resistance R. So what is the formula for rho that time? Resistance into area of cross section by length. So from this we can find resistance is equal to, so how we are doing cross multiplication you will get. So next from this we can find area of cross section also. So when you are doing cross multiplication, you know that which number along with area of cross section. So which one along with area of cross section? So R will become down. Now new conductor, only the change is length double, that's it. So 2 times length. So in the place of length you can write 2L. So here we are writing, look. So rho L by A is our formula. So in the place of L we are writing 2L. So while doing cross multiplication you will get A is equal to rho into 2L by R. So now we just arrange 2, I kept first, then the remaining second. So you know that rho L by R is equal to, so rho L by R is equal to A. That is our area of cross section. So what is the answer? 2 times area of cross section. I hope you understood this question very clearly. I am ending today's session. If you like my videos, please like, share and subscribe.